Viewer discretion is advised. There's going to be lots of swearing involved because let's be honest, there's a lot of stupid people out in the world, and I may be a good person, but I never claim to be a nice one.
What's going on, everyone? Matic here, and we are back with Assassin's Creed Shadows with colorful commentary. So it is currently August 4th. Uh, Ubisoft just dropped one of their patch updates and stuff like that for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they have actually added some things. So it's not just patches for glitches and all that, but for actual additional content. So we will go into the animus, and I'll show y'all real quick. So I didn't show this in my previous playthroughs or anything, but so throughout the course of the main gameplay, besides the Anomaly rifts, which is where you go into that weird white outline digital thing that only happens like 4 or 5 times within the actual game itself, which you can only access that from the main menu of the game and then going into the vault. And the modern day story is extremely convoluted, but so especially on how to you have to unlock the modern day story. You don't get all these data entries, you don't find them within the world, and so I'll wind up we'll go back. So in order to unlock the modern day story, again, this is so stupid. In order to unlock the modern day story, so when the game first came out, we only had the Legacy and the Awakening. Those were only 2 options. So this is under projects. So we only had the Legacy project and the Awakening project. If I hit R2 and go to Anomalies, these are basically weekly missions that you had to complete. They would give you the rewards of these data points or nexus points. I can't remember really what they're called. It doesn't fucking matter. But you got 4 each week. This is when the game launched. It's only been the last couple weeks where it's now updates every twice a week. As you see, we basically have 2 days and 12 hours and something until the next reset. So you had to complete all these 4. It would give you these rewards, and then within your project, you have to activate it. If you see there down at the bottom underneath, you have to activate it, and your points will be awarded to that project. Well, with the latest update, we got that word, whatever that word is, and it's actually the name of a goddess. It's the name of the goddess of memory or remembrance. So, if that's not a hint, I don't know what is. And so, as you accumulate these points, you can get gear, which is awesome. But you also get these encrypted data files. And especially with this latest update, you also get mastery points, which helps you unlock skills and stuff like that. And it also gives you these keys. That's what they're called, keys. Which you can then use in the store type thing. You can use the keys. It's basically in-game currency. Use that, unlock stuff, whether it be mounts, cosmetics, whatever. But you had to get all these points in order to unlock data fragments. See, there's another one. There's another. So each project basically unlocks more of the modern day story. And again, when the game first came out, we only had these 2. So Ubisoft already planned on giving us an incomplete in-game story or setting story. So in Japan, if you remember that, Assassin's Creed is not done. It's not. And they already planned on the modern day story not being done as well. So this is basically, they released this in time for when the DLC, the first DLC drops in September, beginning of September. So if you do these twice a week, you should be able to unlock all of the next part of the next part of the modern day story in time for this one probably to be unlocked when the first DLC comes out. That is fucking scummy. You are forcing people to have long-term play when they don't want to. So the calling, which this is the calling, all of these you do during the game, during the playing of the game. This is essentially the first when you first boot up the game, you see this. Throughout the game, you do all of these. This was dropped a week or so ago, and all it is just a message that's backwards. It tells you fuck all. In the Legacy project, as you get all the data fragments, you basically get all these communications or the diary of Joel Eastman that kind of gives you insight of basically things are happening behind the scenes and whatnot. This is the modern day story. All these communications, diaries, and texts. That's it. Nothing else. That's all the modern day story is. The Awakening Project, we basically get introduced to two people who are working with the Animus. And this basically gives you more information you kind of get from the game. It actually explains a little bit more. Now, here, the Diary of Kay Ortiz. This was unlocked, and the rest of this is associated with the latest project that was opened, the Mnemosyne, or the Goddess of Memory, right? So in the next few weeks, this will be finished, and then the DLC will drop, and then I'll have more bullshit that'll just make me angry. Again, this is not how you do a fucking game. You should get a complete story through your main game, and the DLCs are just additions, not half a fucking story, and the DLCs finish the fucking story. So, yeah, that's basically how that is. But, so we're going to go in. They've also dropped a New Game Plus, which allows you to go to a higher level, up to level 80. It unlocks more higher rank knowledge stuff, basically help with abilities. So it sees we got more multiple anomalies, but we have those don't matter. I don't care right now. But here we have a new Assassin's Rift, basically that first thing. So this one's a bit weird. So the guide beckons, right? That overarching animus thing that was helping us on our journey. Still didn't tell us really fuck all on why we're in Japan. That's the thing too. We have no idea why we're in Japan. There's no reason. We're just here, right? So the guide beckons. Their companion's been imprisoned by Ego. Free him. So it's a him. Who is this him? Well, we're about to find out. That's all the anomalies. We don't care about that. So the rift is here in Yamashiro, or Kyoto, and we need to go to here. Right? Yeah. Meiji Palace. And I've seen a small little gameplay thing of this, so I slightly know what to expect. So it doesn't matter who we start with. I only saw like a minute or so to have an idea of things to do. So let's get into it.
Closer, traveler. Closer. The entrance is near. Follow the light.
It also feels like enemies detect you faster too. So the AI has been updated a bit.
Something seems off.
So we got a little. Where is it? Seriously. Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot we had this collecting thing.
Could someone be hiding?
God damn it. Again, like for some reason these controls are like really oddly are responsive or not very. Right.
Is something hiding out there?
Fuck was that?
We've arrived. Come, time is short.
I'm gonna try to keep commentary down as much as possible, just so y'all can experience this with me.
I have brought you to a prison. This prison. Not to cage you, but so that you might free my companion from this abomination that ego has created. Follow the light. There he lies. Trapped. Bound. He is hurting. Ego constructs her cages and calls it peace. She binds our wings and calls it safety. A prison is a blight. It is a cancer that metastasizes, spreading from a society's necrotic core to each and every one of its limbs. I can hear his cries. Please, hurry. Free my friend.
I actually wonder if this is something we can technically replay
A key to
because all
aid
the
you.
other like rift
I've
things
littered
have
them
released.
throughout. Touch them and gain a portion of my power.
Because you can technically like hit them and it'll replay the thing. Since this is interactive, I don't think it will.
Now, destroy her agent. Break the best chance.
What I don't like is this is not my normal weapon. I prefer the Naginata. So when you do this, you don't have like your normal armor or your perks or anything like that. It's pretty fucking gay.
To free another is to free yourself. Is that not the ultimate expression of beauty? Now fly, traveler. A glimpse into the world outside of the animals. What does it say?
In our effort to catalog the damage from the collapse, which is probably after the solar flare, we have stumbled upon what appears to be a rift. We are standing in the crater left by a bomb, but the program has made the rift into some sort of hiding place or cage. Result of attack on the Animus data servers, I believe we are no longer dealing with a singular program, but one fractured into several parts. Whatever virus infiltrated our code is hidden here, I'm sure of it. Of all the strange sounds in this place, one stands out, the cry of an eagle. So I don't know if... Interesting. Stumbled upon what appears to be a rift. So the collapse is probably the solar flare that happened, but why would a rift be an actual thing? Why is it mentioned as if it's in the real world but the program has made the rift into some sort of hiding place or cage? Interesting.
To look upon a prison is to look upon ego.
Technically one of the
But to break the chains, to free the imprisoned, is that not the ultimate realization of our personhood?
It's technically like some of the first info we've gotten about anything happening in the modern day. Oh, we're Yasuke
My
again.
reach is limited in this space. Your ability is imperfect. Ego yet rules this place. It is not only her agents who block your path. This very space seeks to impede your progress. But there remains a way forward. Ego has peopled this prison with false bodies, obstacles voided of soul. Cut down the lies that stand in your way.
Yo. Oh, fuck you. I have no way of fighting with now. That's some donkey ass bullshit right there. Bitch. What the fuck else is there?
Another communication. To aid us, perhaps. Are there yet deeper realms than this?
Protocols. 1673, redacted. I'm not sure what to call this place. It is a rift from the Animus, but the genetic memory data is fragmented. The terrain, the soldiers standing watch, it is all taken from the material of memories. It is clear that the program has grown beyond the bounds of what anyone at Abstergo could have imagined. So I guess it's referring to ego. This is the deepest any of us have traveled into her construction, but I will soon be detected. The program is guarding something here, something important. Another program, an agent of another program. She has caged it in a storm the color of anger, fear. We are not the only enemy she's battling. Okay, so the program is basically ego. So we can understand that. Gotcha, bitch. So glad we got that figured out. Okay, that was kind of pointless. So you go higher. Back up here. Ah.
You near the end, my companion. He hears your footsteps.
Oh. Well, I admit, it's kind of trippy.
Ahead lies this prison's warden, an agent filled with memories of combat. His hopes, his dreams, his rage, none of this is his own. Ego has bled these things and more into this. Her warrior, her sentence.
Huh, an eagle. Oh, shit. Ah! Damn, that would've been fucking cool. Of course, I'm not gonna let you win that easy. I'm gonna tell you that's the first time I've ever used abilities in this game.
My companion has been freed, but this prison was only one of many. I myself am still bound behind her. Hence this form. In the memories you walk through, the memories of each assassin, of each warrior, lie the truths you will learn in order to defeat our enemy. Truth. But another word for freedom. Our ultimate goal.
Okay.
Thank you, traveler. My eagle will lead you down the next steps on your path to me. Await his call. For now, survive. Rejoice in your freedom, as I
So
hope
they're going
soon
to
to
do
rejoice in mine.
more of these types of things. I guess technically, at the end of the support for this game, which they said they're going to be. So yeah, so basically, it's going to drop more of these, and it's going to be more of the same thing, right? So giving us technically access to more of the modern day stuff, and basically just drip feeding it. That again, that's not how you tell a goddamn story. That's fucking retarded. Yeah. So I've basically like done everything in the canon version of this game. Anybody that's been watching this, you see that I've been dropping the canon story. Still more of that to go. I will drop this as soon as possible. But so far, the Sea River Killers technically introduced to more Templar people, but it was literally something that's over in like 20-30 minutes. So it's a bullshit side mission that allowed you to get a new where is he? Yeah. That allowed you to get a new ally, which I don't use allies. But look at this. These are all the people that you either kill or in yellow you let them live. Like, look at this. I'd rather just do contract missions like from a quest giver or something like that. Like the Pigeon Assassin request from AC2 or something like that. Like that way it feels like they're actually meaning to it. But this, yeah. Like, and understand, except for this one, almost, and this one, the Twisted Tree, pretty much all these you can stumble upon in the world randomly. My first playthrough, I took out like all except 2 or 3 of these people before I ever met the quest giver. It's bullshit. Also, another thing, a lot of people have been I'm dropping a lot of info in this video. I don't care. A lot of people have been complaining about defogging the map. So, in my canon playthrough, I try to take the most direct routes to each mission and stuff. And by doing that, look at how much of this map is still covered in fog. Like, I've basically done all the viewpoints. This is after all the viewpoints. And there's still... Like, look how much of Wakasa is still covered in fog. Right? This is a feature that has been in every AC game. Either you can unfog all the map, or you do all the viewpoints and it unfogs the map. In the update, when they drop the DLC, that's basically one of the patch things they're gonna do, is if you do all the viewpoints in an area, it unfogs the map. That should have been it from day one. And just because they wind up fixing it in a later patch doesn't mean I'm not gonna rip it a fucking asshole when I do my review. So, and I plan on doing the review after all the DLCs are at, so basically at least a full year after the original drop of the game, and I'm not going to be nice to it. It doesn't deserve me to be nice. So, alright, so that was basically one of the newest things with AC. Again, drip feeding just drip feeding us the modern day story, which is bullshit. I'm Matic, and I'll see y'all next time.